Are you single and ready to mingle? Join our singles party. First question on the floor is your age, location, and profession. And I will start with Omar. What is your age, location, and profession?
I'm 23 years old. I live in Buffalo, New York, and I do maintenance work at my college.
Awesome. Devine.
Hi, I'm 33 years old. I'm in Binghamton, New York, and I'm an academic advisor at the university here.
Alrighty. Justin.
Good evening. My name is Justin. I'm 30 and I currently live in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm a store manager for TJ Maxx.
Awesome. Ashley.
I'm Ashley. I'm 25, and I'm a sales coordinator for Hilton Hotel in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Awesome. Aaron.
Hello, I'm Aaron. I'm 27. I'm in Seattle, Washington, and I'm a lawyer.
Awesome. Sasa.
Hi, I'm Sasa. I am a robotics engineer in San Francisco.
Awesome. Malik.
Oh,
Hi,
sorry.
I'm Malik.
I'm 29.
Oh, okay, you're 29. Okay, great. Malik.
Hey there, I'm Malik. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Dearborn, Michigan. And I currently
Awesome.
work as a eBay commerce specialist.
Awesome. Carla.
Hi, I'm Carla. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm 47 and I am a professional massage therapist. I own my own business.
Awesome. And Zachary.
Hello, I'm Zachary. I'm based in the Provo area of Utah, and I work in judicial law enforcement and process service.
Alrighty. All right, everyone. So the first question on the floor is going to be, why do you think you're single? And I will start with Zachary. Why do you think you're single?
Because I can't grow a beard
Okay.
or make people laugh. No.
Okay.
I would say just I grew up not super social, and so I didn't start learning very detailed social skills until I joined law enforcement, and then I just kind of dove headfirst into everything.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Carla, same question to you. Why do you think you're single?
I think I'm single because there's just certain standards that I uphold for myself, values and morals, and I just can't find that right person that says I like everything about that and then some. So I sooner to just stay single than to just settle. So I'm not going to settle for just anything.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Malik?
Um, I would say I'm single because I really haven't been putting myself out there. I've been focusing on myself lately and, dealing with some stuff that I got going on. So being in a relationship hasn't been my priority.
Okay, gotcha. Sasa?
I'm single because it's hard to find the right person, I think.
Okay, all right. Aaron?
I've just finished up law school and I kind of focused all my energy into that. I didn't really make myself available or really look. But I think that might sort of be an excuse for the fact that I sort of catastrophize and, worry about any certain social interactions and sort of thinking of the worst case scenario. And that sort of holds me back from, engaging in the first place sometimes.
Okay. Ashley?
I'm single because I have not had a clear, I guess, outline of what I'm looking for in a partner. So I've been kind of jumping from interaction to interaction, but I'm ready to be clear about what I'm looking for and find somebody that aligns with what I'm looking for.
Awesome. Justin?
So I want to share something with you guys. I am trying out, already opened my package, this new fragrance line today. Marissa Elaine fragrances. You can order online. This is Happy. Oh, this one. This one is my favorite. It's clean but sexy, kind of like a date night. So this is definitely my favorite. This is Happy. I'm gonna spray this on. It smells so good. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. It almost smells like you could just kiss the bottle. I don't know how to explain it. Definitely check out Marissa Elaine fragrances.
I would say just a busy schedule. So dating hasn't necessarily been on the top of the priority list. I'm in no rush to find the person that really adds a value to my life and vice versa. So I would say just busy schedule.
Okay. Davine?
I think there's a lot of reasons, definitely a lot of things that some folks have already said. I definitely don't put myself out there as much. I think Binghamton, or the area I live in, New York, is kind of a small area, not many people. But also definitely, I think I've just taken some time to try and figure out exactly what I want. And also learning to deal with differences and conflicts and things like that. I grew up in a household where it wasn't handled very well. So I feel like I'm learning that. And as I'm getting older, kind of understanding what's important in a relationship and how to kind of navigate through the challenging times.
Awesome. Okay. And Omar?
Kind of the same thing everybody else said. I really haven't been trying, and like every time I think I like someone, it's just like lust and like I don't know. I can't really tell the difference, so that's why I'm single. I don't really try.
Okay, all right, gotcha. All right, thank you everyone for the answers. The next question on the floor is, what's the best piece of advice someone has ever given you? So I will start with Omar. That question's for you first.
Well, somebody just told me to like speak up and say my needs because I do have a lot to say, but I just don't say it. Yeah, that's probably the best advice somebody gave me.
Okay, all right. Davine?
I think the first thing that came to mind is, everyone has their own timeline in life.
Awesome. Justin?
My father once told me chance favors the prepared mind.
Oh, okay, I like that. Okay. Ashley?
When people show you who they are, you should listen.
Okay. Aaron?
I think one that's really resonated with me lately is that it's less important what you do and more important who you do it with.
Awesome. Sasa?
Yeah, I couldn't think of like relationship related advice, but
Well, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be anything.
okay.
Just like really good
Okay.
advice.
Yeah, I think someone told me in between like rock and water always wins at the end of the day because, like determination and persistence. And yeah, no matter how strong the rock is, water will like win because of its consistency and persistence. I thought that was the most beautiful quote.
Awesome. Okay. Malik?
Um, Definitely to be more assertive. Like growing up, I was really shy and timid, and somebody gave me advice one day, like, "Look, you're never gonna get the things you want in life if you don't go out there and seek them and take them." So,
For sure. Okay. Carla?
So definitely say you guys are coming up with some really good ones. I'd probably say the best one that someone has given me lately, and just a simple single word, flow. Just let it flow. Don't rush it, don't push it, just everything that is before you will come. You. So obviously watch the flags, but just be mindful and just let it just flow.
Awesome. Zachary?
It's kind of hard. I have a lot, but one of the ones I keep as a quote next to me is from one of my role models. He says, "You're going to pay a price for every bloody thing you do and everything you don't do. You don't get to choose to not pay the price. You get to choose which poison you're going to take." That's it. That's Dr. Jordan B. Peterson.
Okay, wow, that's very interesting. Thank you, everyone, for answering those questions. The next question we have on the floor is, what are you passionate about? So again, the question is, what are you passionate about? And I'm going to start with you, Zachary. What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about my job.
Okay, awesome.
going on random adventures when the court needs something to be done and nobody wants to do it.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
lots of bad news to go around.
Alrighty. Carla, what are you passionate about?
I would probably say a lot of it has to go with along with my profession, is just like how people feel and the energy that people exude, and just wanting to know that you're okay and that you're loved, you're blessed, and just to know that, hey, if you need a hug, I'm here. And if you just need someone to talk to, I'm here. But just more that I'm able to help people break through and deal with so many things and issues within their life just through touch. And a lot of it is not just even just touch, it's just a listening ear. So that my biggest passion is just being able to know that I can help somebody just in one single session, and everything else from there is just endless.
Awesome. I like that. Mal.
Two things. I'm real passionate about self-improvement, so I feel like, everybody goes through obstacles and adversities in their life. And I'm a big believer that, your future is defined by the actions you make. So I'm big on like working on yourself, improving your relationships with others and everything. So that's what I've been currently working on now. Also, food. I'm real passionate about food. I love to eat and I love to cook.
Awesome. Okay, nice. Sasa?
Yeah, I like so many things actually. I like arts, being mindful. I like being active under the sun. Yeah, small things.
Awesome. Aaron?
Lots of things and lots of these sort of, little nerdy things, movie history or painting or, board game night with my friends, all sorts of, things along those lines.
Okay. Ashley?
I'm passionate about people coming together and having a good time. Whether I'm experiencing that like as the group that's coming together or I'm experiencing that from the event planner side.
Awesome. Justin?
I too am passionate about lots of things, so I'll keep it to a few. I'm passionate about martial arts. I recently joined a martial arts, so I'm very passionate about that. I'm passionate about self-improvement as well, health and fitness.
Hi, this is Julio from Dedicated Teen Medical Center. What we do here, we specialize in senior care. We're one big stop for most of the seniors' medical needs, such as X-ray, electrocardiograms, echocardiogram, Foley heart, medication, specialists, and we also provide door-to-door transportation.
And my number one is paying it forward. Anytime you get an opportunity to pay it forward to the next person, I'm very passionate about doing that.
Awesome. Davine?
Some similar things here. Definitely passionate about, I think in general, just helping others, connecting with others, and kind of what Kyler was saying too is just either being a listening ear, but helping people make sure that they're seen and that they're heard. So that can take a lot of different forms. I think through my work, when I'm working with my students, if they're struggling with a class or trying to figure out their journey, being the person that can kind of be that sounding board and ask them some reflective questions and, let them know that their thoughts, opinions are valued. And then just in everyday life, making sure that I'm that person that if people feel like no one else is hearing them or seeing them, they can come to me and I'll be that sounding board. And just, figuring out how I can connect with folks and make them be a better version of themselves. And also self-improvement for myself. That is definitely something I spend a lot of time on and very passionate about.
Awesome. Omar.
I'm passionate about sports and passionate about music and also passionate about food. That's what I'm passionate about. Those things.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. The next question up is, do you like animals and/or do you have any pets? So I will start with you, Omar. Do you like animals and do you have pets? Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I like animals, but just not the ones that like try to kill you or whatever. And I have a cat.
Okay, awesome. All right, Davine, same question to you.
I also have a cat and I'm waiting for him to actually join the meeting because he probably will come at some point. But yeah, and some dogs, I'll be honest, not all dogs because they can be a lot, but love cats.
Awesome. Justin?
I definitely am an animal lover. Very much intrigued by ocean life and all that sort of stuff and the different things that kind of encompass the planet. I have a dog, a German Shepherd. He's very smart, so he knows how to sneak his way into the bathroom and try to drink the toilet bowl when he gets a chance when I'm looking. So I have one dog for right now.
Okay, awesome. Ashley?
I do like dogs. I don't have any pets though.
Okay, all right. Aaron?
Yeah, I'm a big animal lover, all kinds, even weird ones, but mostly I'm a dog person. We have a cat in the apartment, my roommates, and she's awesome. So
Cool. Sasa?
I am just an aunt to my friends' dogs and dogs.
Okay, awesome.
No preference.
No preference, okay. Malik?
I'm also a big animal lover. I really love dogs. I was involved in a dog training program before, but I'd love to rescue a dog, but unfortunately I can't because of my living situation. So, but I was able to rescue a cat though, so I have a cat.
Okay, awesome. Carla?
Well, as we're talking about cats, as mine is pawing at the door trying to get out right now. I love dogs, cats, horses, all the weird, creepy things that we all dream about at night coming to get us. I'm okay with keeping those at bay. But yes, I have a cat and I actually have a dog. I have a pitty, so she's a pit lab mix and 4 years old. And I absolutely love her to death. She is my heart. So, yeah.
Awesome. Zachary?
Uh, I used to be an animal lover. I do have a dog outside. He's an Australian Kelpie. He might be my last one. Ever since I started doing orders of restitution and started dealing with like 20 animals at a time, um, I don't know how much I like them anymore. People have the weirdest animals that they store in their house.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. The next question up is, what is the silliest thing you've ever said or done on a first date? And I'm going to go with you, Zachary, first.
Um, to be honest, I don't know. I'm sure I said something just stupid and embarrassing and just wasn't even paying attention at the time. So I'm not sure. I haven't gone on too many first dates recently.
Okay. Carla?
I'm not going to date myself because of my age, but I'm going to be like Zach and just say I don't remember. I won't say a lot of first things that I've done, but I can share a story of like the weirdest thing that has happened to me. I was at a movie with someone, and he decided he wanted to lick my face.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Wow. Okay.
yeah. So when it comes down to first dates and weird, I tend to take quite a few steps back and let the weirdness happen from a distance. So, yeah.
Yikes. Okay then. All right. Malik?
Um, I mean, I can't remember a time I didn't say anything silly or do anything silly during the day, but I mean, nothing really in specific I remember. I just always say something embarrassing and embarrass myself.
Okay. Sasa?
Um, yeah, not particularly first date, but I think one of the first few, I asked, like, is parrot a mammal? Like, after a few drinks, and I thought that was so embarrassing.
Okay. Aaron?
I remember, I think on the first date, one time, we were trying to figure out, what movie to watch, and I definitely went on a long tangent about the history of some very niche movie genres for far too long.
Okay. Gotcha. Ashley?
I asked him if he wanted to go to the grocery store together, and he ended up
Oh,
having fun.
yes, I love that. A practical date. I love that. Justin?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it as short and simple as I possibly can. So I'm a big, I used to watch a lot of movies and uh, Adam Sandler movies particularly. I love comedy, and so we're sitting at the Polynesian resort over at Disney World, and there's hammocks outside, kind of overlooking the water there, and we were waiting for the fireworks show. And me being an animal lover, I'm talking about how sharks live in fresh water, and she, said she didn't want to go in the water then if there's a worry about being around sharks. And it was a weird quote, but it took some time to shore the movie to understand where it was coming from. But in the accent, I told her that sharks, they only bite when you touch their private parts. So looking back, that probably was maybe a little weird to say.
Okay. Devine?
I'll be honest, I can't think of anything, but like some others have said, I've definitely probably said some stupid things, but can't think of anything specific. Sorry, no fun story.
Okay. Omar?
Um, I think like laughed hysterically for some reason, laughed out loud in a movie theater. That was embarrassing.
Okay. All right, everyone. The next question on the floor is, what is your idea of a good date? And I'll go with Omar first. We'll go with you first for that question.
I don't know. I think just vibing together. I like the connections there. That's the main thing I could think of right now. One of the reasons. Just good vibe and good connection.
All right, Devine.
I would say lots of laughing and getting to know each other. So ideally, we're doing something like movies are nice, but you don't really have the opportunity to like talk and learn more about each other. So something where you actually are asking questions, getting to know about each other, get the vibe, see if there's any chemistry, and ideally something active. Just kind of see, how people are when doing something fun together.
Sure, for sure. Justin.
Well, a couple things. I think number one, it would be nice to experience something neither of you have done for the first time. But obviously, conversating, connecting is a big one. But I'm a big adventure guy, so spontaneous adventures come very quickly and rapidly for me. So I think an adventure of some kind, a new experience, would be nice.
All right, Ashley.
There's got to be food, whether like it's before or after like we do the activity, and then there has to be some kind of activity. My go-to is usually like an arcade, even though it's noisy, but I like to boast and brag that like I'm gonna beat the person in air hockey, even though I like never win, but that's how I get them to go.
Okay. Awesome. Aaron.
I think a big one for me is sort of getting to know the other person. I think that's the big one. Some of the best first dates I've had is, either, we'll go eat before or after, but then we'll just go to a nearby park and walk around and talk about, whatever it is. And you want to get like a good amount of detail, but not get so personal and so detailed that it, sort of moves ahead too quickly. So.
Sure. Sasa.
Yeah, I think I like super casual, like walking in a park is a good idea. And then, like what everyone says, vibe is, like to have like great vibe with one another. I think that is an indicator of a good date. Sort of some combinations of like intellectual, emotional connections and like physical attractions. Um, yeah.
Malik.
I would say definitely like doing something fun and active, like maybe going hiking and kayaking. And for me, it's all about like being comfortable around the other person and having fun, laughing and stuff.
For sure. Carla.
Um, well, we all know that obviously connection is huge, so we all got to communicate, we got to laugh, we got to eat. So I'm actually going to take a little something from Miss Ashley about the grocery thing. And I think the best date would honestly be you both go into a grocery store, you each get a basket, and you have like 5 to 10 minutes to go pick out whatever food you want and meet back up, and whatever like you have, it kind of tells a story about who you are as a person, about the things that you like that are in your basket, or maybe even do it as like a dinner date. So you go, you pick stuff out for dinner, and then whoever house you want to go back to, you cook that meal, but you cook it individually, and you trade off, so you can see again how each other, your tastes and your spices and everything. I think that would actually be a really good kind of a date. So yeah.
Yeah, that's unique. I like that actually. That's probably further down the line after probably a certain amount of dates. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I like
Right.
that. Right. Yeah, definitely. I like that actually. Zachary.
I'd probably go with something more simple and practical. I personally, I usually just like make a fancy dinner, which is like a homemade dinner. for whoever I'm on the date with. And then maybe after dinner or while we're eating, we could have some kind of, conversation, something philosophical or intellectuals. We can just kind of talk about the meaning of life or whatever it is that is on our mind at the moment. And then I would say just either watch a comedy or any movie and just critique it so that we're laughing and just snuggle up under a blanket.
Awesome. Okay. Like those answers. Those really good answers. The next question up is, are you a forgiver, forgetter, or both? Again, the question is, are you a forgiver, forgetter, or both? And I will start with you.
I'm a forgiver. I wouldn't call myself a forgetter because I think it's important to learn from the mistakes that you've made in the past. And I think it's important that you grow in and of yourself while also growing with your significant other. And I personally don't think that's possible if you forget everything. So I think it's much better to understand and learn where you went wrong and then just forgive yourself and others moving forward.
For sure. Carla?
I will definitely say I'm both. What Zachary said is a very good point. Because honestly, you can forgive somebody and you can forgive yourself to move forward, to move on, but you'll never forget because it makes you feel stronger, but it helps you to see just how that person is, so you know not to fall back into a bad routine again. So I just say, you got to learn, and you just know who you can call on and who you can't for certain things. So
Okay. Alec?
I would say I'm definitely both. I'm known for like giving people too many chances. So that's like something I've been working on, having healthy boundaries with people in a relationship.
Okay, gotcha. Sasa?
I'm a forgiver. Yeah. I don't think I forget things easily. But yeah, I think relationships definitely need a lot of like forgiveness, even relationship with yourself. Um, and it's also good to have boundaries. So yeah, something I am trying to learn. Like, when can you stop, sort of giving, like, giving all the time and have that boundary basically.
Smart. Aaron?
I think it's important to forgive as much for other people, but more so for yourself. I think it can sometimes be a very big burden to hold on to a lot. But I think it's also important sort of to reflect on things, not to necessarily forget, but to do evaluations of what's happened previously and put that in context, and consider that.
Awesome. Ashley?
For people that I have a like emotional connection to, like I really care about them, I'm a forgiver. For people that I'm not really close with, I'm a forgetter.
Okay. Can you tell me, like, give me like example of how would that work? Like, how do you forget?
So,
Like, how do you differentiate that? I mean, yeah.
like if it's somebody that I really care about, like family or friends or like a potential partner that I've like been talking to for a while, been on a few dates with, for them I would be a forgiver for like that group of people. For like new people that like did me wrong or people that I've known for a while that I'm like not really close with, I'm more of a forgetter because I'm kind of like I don't really have a really strong connection to you, so you did me wrong, but okay, yeah, let's just throw that in the past and I'm gonna just keep moving on.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So it really depends. I think, romantically, I'm definitely a forgiver. I think it's important in most cases to not forget things, but in a relationship, I think, you can't really be somebody that doesn't forget those things when you forgive. You can't use to hold them on later in a moment in time. I'm big on forgiveness. You can't judge people based on who they were yesterday. You got to give people a chance to grow and learn from mistakes or learn from different things that they've read, heard, whatever the case may be. So I'm big on growth. But in everyday life, I think it's also important, especially as a man, to not forget the things and the reasons why you're doing what you're doing, because they're big drivers, big motivators. So it just really depends on the situation. But in a romantic setting, I think it's really important to be more.
Awesome. Devine?
I would say I'm more of a forgiver, and kind of like acknowledging people make mistakes, and I think also hoping that people are forgiving of me when I make a mistake. The part I definitely struggle with sometimes though is like, I wouldn't say forgetting, because like everyone said, you can't really forget something that's happened, but really more so just like letting go. Like if you're gonna forgive somebody about something, or something happened and you know it upsets you or whatever, just really being able to let it go. Like I said, you're not going to ever forget it, but being able to move on and not let it, influence the way that you think about future situations with the person.
For sure. Omar?
Yeah, I'm one of those forgive but never forget type of person. So yeah, I say yeah, I'm a forgiver.
Alrighty. Okay, everyone. The next question we have up is going to be it's kind of more like a statement, but anyway, describe your three best qualities. Describe your three best qualities. And I will start with Omar.
I say I'm pretty funny. I'm easy to get along with, and I'm pretty kind. I'm a kind person. I'm generous also. But yeah, those are my qualities, three qualities.
Awesome. Devine.
I would say empathetic and kind of an active listener, trying to put myself in other people's shoes and really understand where people are coming from. I can be energetic, especially if there's music that I like. So I'll throw that out there. And I'd say introspective.
Okay, all right. Justin.
So definitely compassion. Definitely compassion. Like I said at the beginning, I'm give more than you take kind of person. I'm also very energetic. I like to have fun. Be yourself, be a goofball, and loyal. I'm loyal to a T. Something I couldn't change even if I wanted to. If you invest in me, I'm going to do my very best to make you proud and do right by that.
Awesome. Ashley.
I would say my personality, my eyes, and my kindness to other people.
Awesome. Aaron.
I'm a very sort of, I think, focused people person, not like a huge, everybody, but, having a core group of friends and family that, really connect with and really enjoy time with. That's big for me. I'm generally very low maintenance. I, tend to be able to take care of myself and, live on not a huge amount and not, need, these sort of major extravagances. And I get very passionate about things very quickly. It's very easy for me to find something I enjoy, really dive deep into it, and explore that to its fullest.
Awesome. Sasa.
Yeah, I consider myself as adventurous, and bubbly. Even though I'm also an overthinker, so there's a trade-off there. And I think I'm also very loving, as a person, likes to take care of a lot of people.
Okay. Malik.
I would say my three best attributes are that I'm very funny. I love to have a good time. Make people laugh. That's one. I love being active, so do sports, working out, going on adventures, and then my biggest one would be the fact that I wear my heart on my sleeve. So it's I'm not the kind of person that really holds back my emotions.
Okay.
Three best qualities. I have a very unique sense of humor. It's probably the best I can say about it. I would say I'm very trustworthy. I'm a firm believer that if it doesn't sting a little bit, someone's not telling you the full truth. And the third thing I would say is I'm very empathetic, but in a much more reliable and difficult types of situations. I mean, to use some examples, I'm sure Aaron will understand a little bit of this, and being an attorney. When you've got executions and restitutions and replevins and evictions and anything, people are going through the worst time in their life, and suddenly there's, a deputy showing up at your door saying, get your stuff and get out. And you've got to figure out how to balance what the attorney wants, and hopefully they don't get too big for their britches, which they do sometimes. But also trying to make it as easy as possible to just transition the what you would call the defendant or respondent into the next phase of their life without them hopefully not going into the homeless shelter. And so trying to find a way to balance that, at least for me, it took a lot of work. I mean, I did 4 evictions today. I've done about 600 in the past 2 years. And it takes a lot of a very special kind of empathy to kind of get through some of those difficult situations, because sometimes people they're not going to let you follow through your court orders.
Yeah, that's definitely tough. Definitely. All right, everyone. So that concludes all of the questions. Now I'm just going to ask you how you can be contacted. So I'll just call you one by one and ask how you can be contacted. So at this point, you'll be able to give, like, for example, your email, social media etc. So let's see. All right, so I will start with you. Zachary, how can you be contacted?
I mean, you can contact me probably at my work email would be the first one, which is slcco888 at, if I can remember my own email, slcco888 at protonmail.com. And that just goes straight to my work inbox. Or you can just hire our office and you'll find a constable show up at your door.
Okay. Well, Zachary, thanks for coming out and have a good night. All right. Carla, how can you be contacted?
Can send email. My email is gmail.com. So very simple. Cake, donuts, all
right. Yeah. Have a good night.
Girls, exactly how it sounds.
All right. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Malik?
Through my email is kingdula313. So that's KINGDULA 313 at gmail.com. Or I also have Instagram. I'm not really active, but I have it. So hit me up on Instagram. KING_DULA.
All right. Thank you for coming out and have a good night. Sasa?
Just my Instagram. You can DM me at Live in Bay Area. So it's just Live, LIFE, in Bay Area, all lowercase. Thank you and nice to meet you all.
Have a good night. Aaron?
Reach me at email's probably best at aaeskenezi@gmail.com. And I'll just throw that in the thing just for the ease of that.
Alrighty. Have a good night. Ashley?
If you'd like to reach me, you can send an owl, Harry Potter style. Not just kidding. You can message me on Instagram. It's AA and then wolf like the animal, the number 8.
All right. Have a good night, Ashley. Justin?
Well, actually, still my carrier. I won't lead with that. But I'm comfortable with email, JWISE93 at Outlook, or Instagram like everybody else. And, that's JWISE_LAMBEAU.
All right, Justin. Have a good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Savine?
Email is probably best. I can put it in the chat, davines84@gmail.com. I do have Instagram as well if people prefer that, and it's Boogie. So I just put that in the chat.
Alrighty, have a good night.
Good night.
Omar?
Probably my phone number, 716-935-7803. And I also have Instagram. It's OMARYU24.
All right, Omar. Thanks for coming out and have a good night.
You too.
Follow us and subscribe to join our next singles party.